Franklin Roosevelt was accused over and over of being a dictator. Herbert Hoover wrote a very famous article in the Saturday Evening Post just a year into the New Deal, in which he not only accused Roosevelt of acting as if he were a dictator, he also complained bitterly that the president had hijacked the word liberal. He said, "We in America are all liberals. Why are the Democrats claiming only to be liberals?" That is a big change.
Would not hear that today. In the political discourse.
I'm yearning for the moment when the Speaker of the House rises and says, "I am a liberal." But in fact, and just on the dictatorial theme, we should realize how close, explicitly, the administration came in its first days to listening to Walter Lippmann's request about Congress. You kindly quoted Franklin Roosevelt earlier, in which he told us we had nothing to fear but fear itself. But the forgotten part of the first inaugural comes near the end, where he says, and I'm now paraphrasing, "I will ask Congress to do A, B, and C, but if Congress should not, then I will ask for the one remaining possibility, the right to rule by executive power." To me, the enormous triumph of the New Deal is that the president never did quite rule by executive power. Yes, during the war, but Congress was never bypassed, even in the 100 days, which historians rightly remember as the moment when very complex bills got written in the White House. You'd have 2 or 3 hours of debate on the floor, and they'd get passed into law. But in each of those bills, Congress added things the president didn't want. In the National Industrial Recovery Act, public works was added. We remember the New Deal for its public works. The president did not want public works. He thought it was fiscally irresponsible. Congress said, "We're not going to pass the law unless you create a jobs program." This balance between executive power and legislative initiative in a separation of power system, that tension never disappeared in the 1930s.